Welcome, everyone, to the MJR podcast, the second episode of our podcast. I'm Matthew Rodriguez here with my two co hosts, Jeremy and Raf. What is going on, boys?
Yo,
What up? What up?
Today, we are going to be discussing the WWE landscape post Royal Rumble, post Elimination Chamber, and post that SmackDown last night with WrestleMania just 35 days away. It has been a long time since we've done the first episode of the podcast and Survivor Series. Let's get things started with the biggest story in all of pro wrestling, and that is the storyline between The Rock, Roman, and Cody Rhodes. Let's backtrack. Day one, first Raw of the new year. We got The Rock interrupting Jinder Mahal, ending that segment, asking the audience if he should sit at the head of the table. Clear reference to Roman Reigns. We're on the way to the road to WrestleMania, and 2 days before the Rumble, Vince McMahon lawsuit happened, which included Brock Lesnar, although not mentioned by name. We then get Cody winning the Royal Rumble, and that seemingly ended talks of Rock and Roman. Nobody was thinking about that. Then the Raw after the Rumble, we get Seth Rollins pleading to Cody to pick him. Then here comes SmackDown. We get Roman absolutely destroying Seth and everything his title stands for. And we get Cody saying he wants to take everything from Roman at WrestleMania as he seeks counseling from people, one of those people being The Rock. Then what happened? We got the stare down between Rock and Roman. Everybody thought, okay, this is where it's going. And over that next week, all the Cody fans in the world complaining. Daniel Bryan-esque. But this time, 10 years later, we then get the Las Vegas press conference. Roman went out there. He chose The Rock. They shake hands. And Cody says, nah. I get to pick. And I choose Roman Reigns. Cody talked about how disappointed Roman's grandfather would be of him. And Rock slapped the shit out of Cody Rhodes for disrespecting their family.
piss out of him.
And then after the press conference, the match with Roman and Cody was made official. And the next Raw, we get Seth out there wanting to help Cody, offering to be his shield of reference. Next SmackDown, Rock officially joins Roman in the bloodline. Get to the Elimination Chamber. Cody says he wants a match with The Rock. Seth Rollins again says he'll be in there for Cody. Be in his corner with him. Then this past SmackDown, we get The Rock saying, nah. Not a one-on-one match. A tag match with Roman against Seth and Cody. Under these conditions, if Cody and Seth win, the bloodline is banned from the main event between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. If Cody and Seth lose, Cody and Roman takes place with the bloodline rules, meaning everything and anything can happen. And we also got The Rock for the first time acknowledging Roman Reigns as his tribal chief.
As he should.
And now here we are, with things a little bit clearer, but with still some possibilities. Could it be a one-on-one match with Cody and The Rock? Or are we going to get this tag match? And what happens at WrestleMania? Does The Rock betray Roman? Does Seth betray Cody? Does neither of them betray each other? Does Cody win? Does Roman Reigns win? So what do you guys think? This whole uproar of who gets Roman, and what do you guys see going forward?
That's pretty good. That was a really good recap. Should I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Lot. That was a really good recap. Almost thought I forgot about something, but you pretty much nailed everything. I have to admit, I was on the fence a long time until last night's SmackDown. Like, I didn't know what direction they were going. I didn't know if, I had the feeling that Seth was going to turn on Cody Rhodes at some point, but now I think it's just going to be the old Rock is going to do the tag team match for Roman. They're going to end up winning that match because Rock is probably not going to lose at Mania. And then I think The Rock is going to cost Roman the match at the second night of the pay-per-view. Just because I thought I could see this bloodline thing going a little further, but I think they're just going to do this. They're going to strike when the iron's hot, and they're going to do the Roman and Rock match at SummerSlam. I think that's just the best option right now. The Rock Roman at SummerSlam, and just have Cody win the championship clean. Now, the only wild card in this whole situation is Seth Rollins. I don't know if you guys realize this, but he's been acting weird lately. Like, he's been too helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this is the guy that his first feud was against Cody Rhodes.
Mhm.
This is the guy he basically condemned, saying like, you left, you tried to destroy his company, now you're coming back, and now all of a sudden, a year later, he wants to help him out. Like, it doesn't add up. Like, Seth didn't really have beef with the Bloodline. Remember, the whole feud between him and Roman was before the Bloodline was even conceived. And technically, the only person to beat Roman besides Jay was Seth, even though it was via disqualification. So why would Seth be so adamant on breaking up the Bloodline? The Bloodline hasn't caused championship matches or any type of match, to be honest. And they really didn't have that. It wasn't really the Bloodline and Seth. It was more Roman Seth. So him helping Cody just sounds a little bit suspicious. And I think obviously he's gonna lose the championship at Mania. He's gonna lose to Drew. So I feel like maybe if he loses the championship to Drew, it might alter. Maybe he comes in and costs Cody the match. Maybe if they want to take this another year to next year's Mania. But as of right now, my choice is Rock is gonna turn on Roman. You can see it, like him acknowledging Roman. Obviously, that's BS. He's gonna turn on him. And when he throws the ones up, he's throwing up the
Put
L.
up the L's.
Now, I don't know what that means. Does that mean loser? Like Roman Reigns is a loser? Does it mean legacy? Because Cody Rhodes is part of legacy? I don't know. But for right now, my money, I'm going to go with Cody and Seth lose that tag team match. But Rock ends up costing Roman the Seth night 2 in the Bloodline rules match. And Cody ends up being champion at the end of the
Let me cook up real quick, son. Okay. So, I think in that tag match, Cody eats the pin. I think that. Oh. Wow. I didn't think that deep. But I'm gonna say The Rock. I think The Rock pins him, and then, I don't think that they're gonna let Roman pin him again for a while, even if they fight again, because obviously on night 2, they're going to fight. But I've always been on this iffy side with this Seth thing, because it's Seth is like the last person you should trust ever. Like, first of all, his brothers with the Shield, come on. Like, my prediction, obviously back then, I thought that out of everybody it would be Seth who betrays him, but I didn't know that it was going to be like that, that way. But, as Jeremy said, that right now it's too good to be true. This guy Seth is like, at the end of the day, he's the biggest troll. He's the Joker, and this character that he's playing,
Revolutionary.
Yeah, like this character he's playing is, it makes no sense why he hates the Bloodline so much. And I don't understand that at all. Obviously you want to end, Roman being on top. Like, obviously Seth wants to be on top just like everyone else. But I don't see the need, like,
literally a list.
Yeah.
It's like 4 people before you get to stuff.
Exactly. So, I do have a Cody eating the pin, but I don't know. I don't think they do. They push that the trigger with betraying Cody. I think that Rock isn't going to like hit Roman or anything. I think him being one of the elders, I think that he's gonna have Solo, Jimmy, and Paul Heyman like super pin. So the next, SummerSlam, I think that Rock's ego is too big for being at SummerSlam. I think it's WrestleMania boss for him.
Yeah.
So I think that they're gonna drag it out. And I've heard some theories that it's too early to break up what they have right now. But yesterday gave me the answer that Roman's now being frustrated at being the second head of the family. So like that I kind of can see them like fast forwarding this.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but did you see Paul Heyman, the way he looked at The Rock after he threw up the one last night?
Yeah,
he looked at him like, you're not doing that right.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
you're throwing
What's going on?
the L, your fingers is not.
And when I was watching it, because I was watching with my dad, and I was telling him about this one thing, but he waited like a few seconds. He did it, and then he put the L. So now he's doing it on purpose.
He's doing it on purpose, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the first time, really, or maybe he made a mistake, or I
Exactly.
thought maybe like he had an injury could bend that finger or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, and then he did it again.
Oh,
Before you go, getting back to your point, The Rock not hitting Roman. Let's say the Bloodline comes, and let's say the Bloodline starts hitting Cody. is it acceptable then The Rock to hit Reigns to make it like, all right, now it's even? Because I know people were worried that The Rock, if like Cody wins, it'll be because The Rock like screwed over.
Yeah.
It would.
You want to take away that moment,
Right.
with Cody.
So like, do you think it'll be even if like, let's say he Samoan spikes Cody, but then The Rock comes in? You think it's even again?
Mm.
Or like it's still
It's still the moment. It's like, well, you won because of The Rock and Roman is going to be the main focus of the night. And if you're trying to elevate Cody to the point of, I just beat Roman, I just ended this 3-year reign, you can't really have.
Plus, Cody's this good guy. He's not. He doesn't
Yeah.
want. Like, you know what Drew did to Cody on Raw?
Mhm.
I don't think that Cody would do that. I just don't see it. This good guy that he's that, you know, he's gonna just have rock bottom Roman and then just win like that. I just think that I don't think that's gonna happen.
Matt,
All right. You guys know how I feel about Cody Rhodes. I think he's overrated. I do not think he's the next John Cena like everybody's saying he's going to be. And people literally just crying weeks after Cody not getting this match only enhanced that. It just pisses me off. I think this tag match happens. I think Rock and Roman win this tag match. I have The Rock pinning Cody Rhodes. And sadly, I do have Cody winning the championship on night 2. And it's gonna night 1 is gonna end Rock and Roman on top. And in the history of wrestling, that's what it's all the go home show before. The person that's on the top, they're not gonna go out on top the next night. And that's just what I see happening here. I don't think Rock betrays Roman Reigns though. I think it's too early. There is a lot of money involved in these guys,
Right.
and Rock and Roman being together for at least a few months.
Yeah.
You can't just end it after a month. I just don't see that. And the reason I have Cody winning, I just don't think after all this that happened with the uproar of Cody not getting the match against Roman, I think WWE has no choice at this point. And Triple H loves Cody.
So I'm up until last, because wouldn't you have saved the acknowledgement part till later on?
That's what I'm trying to say. Why was it so? You look at Roman saying 3 times, acknowledging me to the crowd.
Right, like he's getting frustrated too fast.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like I would wait till after me. Like if it was gonna go past Mania,
Yeah.
I would have waited till after Mania. Like after the Roman win. Let's say Roman retains the championship, and he feels like still not being acknowledged the right way.
Mhm.
Then he'll start like building that sense of doubt.
Right.
But maybe you're right. Maybe I wanted to go longer. I think there's so much more that can happen. And you know me, I'm the Cody Rhodes supporter on this show. I got 2 Cody Rhodes haters over here. Okay, they want
Guys, I just want Cody to turn heel. That's all.
they want Fang to be dead, whatever being Rock's throat chill or whatever. That's what they want. So, but yeah,
I think we got a tease of again Rock and Roman. I think if they win the tag. I think they're gonna win the tag match. So I think during the tag match, Rock they focus more on the Rock pin. Right, Rock is the one that's pinning Cody, and then Roman again is kind of like, well, why did you let me do that?
Yeah.
I think on night 2 again you get a little something there, but I don't see that.
I think Roman pins Seth. That kind of like ends that chapter, because remember, I feel like that's still unfinished business between them two, because they only faced off once in this whole tribal chief era thing, and I think giving Reigns that victory kind of like puts
But I
down
think
people's
Seth
minds.
can't. I don't think Seth, because if he's the champion by the time that night, it's night 1 main event. If
Does
Seth hasn't lost
Does Drew get involved?
On the tag match?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
I wanted to say something because like this light bulb like in my head when he said yeah. So let's say, because let's be honest, Rock smacked the hell out of Cody, right? Cody now wants to face the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if they keep on juicing it up, juicing this rivalry between Roman and Rock, what if like Cody, when he already has a championship at SummerSlam versus the Rock? And then and then Roman like interferes with that, and it's the reason why the Rock doesn't win.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Just
And then
keep
that
it in your
sets up
mind.
for that.
Just
You
keep it in your
continue
mind.
that story until next year's
Keep it in your
Mania.
mind.
That I could see that. I see Rock, Jimmy, Solo. I see them helping Roman, and I see Seth helping Cody during the
No
match.
one else? You think no one else can help?
So you think Seth is retaining his title?
No, I don't. But I don't think because you said if they have the tag match night one main event,
Good.
Seth would have to lose. Seth would have to lose the championship earlier in that night one in order for Seth to take. Seth can't take.
Because okay, so like for example, right? So let's say we're all wrong because we all have the bloodline winning the tag team match, right?
Yeah.
Let's say we're all wrong, and let's say Seth and Cody win it, and the bloodline is obviously banned. See, like you gotta I pick up the one thing I like about Triple H's WWE is that everything he says has purpose. It's not like Vince's company where like you would say something, you would hang on it, and it meant absolutely nothing. Like it literally nothing.
Yeah.
But everything that Triple H does or people say, they hang on to. So if they win the tag team match and then Seth goes out and loses, and then he starts blaming Cody, even though it was his fucking idea to do it, he starts blaming Cody because the reason he lost the World Heavyweight Championship is because he fought the night before.
I helped you.
You don't think he's gonna come out and try to do something? Like it's just him, like Seth, like and he's been babyface for so long.
This is what
I don't know what everybody think. I'm sick of him being babyface and champion.
Yeah.
already.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
That's what
And it'll be like the ultimate like curveball. Like nobody will be mad at Rock or Roman. They'll be mad at Seth, and it'll be like one of the biggest heel turns to modern era. Even though he was already a heel, obviously, at some point.
Now, what I said is what I think is going to happen. Now, what I want to happen is a completely different thing. Completely different.
What do you want to have?
What I want to happen is Roman Reigns is winning and retaining the Universal WWE Heavyweight Championship
of the world.
of the world. If I'm booking, I have Seth betray Cody because he wants the title. He's jealous of Cody. Why does this guy get to come in? He already came in 2 years ago. He gets the spotlight, and I'm still here, and I get the second place title.
Like 2 or 1?
No, and when during the main event, I have Seth betray Cody.
Sorry, yeah.
Either he doesn't help him or he hits him in some way, whatever.
Steel chair
he
behind
can't
the back.
steel chair. He can't stand the fact that Cody gets to do this and he can't. They also had a legitimate rivalry 2 years ago in and outside of the ring because they don't like each other. I still think they don't like each other that well. I don't know. I would have, and what I would do is because I believe because they did it after last year's Mania, and Triple H likes to do this. I think there will be a draft after WrestleMania, and then I could see Seth and Roman then being on the same brand, and I could see Seth and Roman potentially at SummerSlam, and I would have Cody. Once Roman breaks the so-called Hulk Hogan record, the third place record, in September, there's rumors there could be an event in Madison Square Garden in September.
Yeah,
People have been talking about that. It's been announced yet, but people have been talking about that. And that's the place where Dusty lost his title wrongfully, and Cody could go and win it there. That's what I would do. I would have Seth and Roman, because I want that match to main event a show in this Roman Reigns Tribal Chief era. We still haven't gotten that. All we got was an opening of a show 2 years ago at the Rumble, which ended in 10 minutes. I think I would have Seth betray Cody. I would have Seth and Roman get drafted together on the same brand. But that's just what I want to happen. What do I think is going to happen?
This happens without a title.
Without a title, I think he's going to lose. Either way, Drew, I believe, wins.
See, the more we talk about it, the more I'm convinced that because it's a weird. You haven't seen something like this in a while, right? Like someone fighting on Mania, like that hasn't happened. Only Dave Bryan fought twice, but it was the same night.
And now we're gonna have 3 guys here potentially fighting in 2 nights.
So like, but and like when we talk about more of this, like okay, see, like I could also see happening, right? Okay, Seth, Cody win the tag team. They can't interfere in the Universal Championship. They didn't say they couldn't interfere in the World Heavyweight Championship match. What if they call Seth the title?
Yeah,
bro, I seen this video.
And Drew don't care no more.
Yes, that's true. Because look, exactly. Drew doesn't care.
He doesn't care no more.
I think, was it Seth or was it Cody? I think it was someone. No, it was Seth. Or I don't know, it was somebody telling Drew that maybe a year ago you cared if the bloodline interfered, but now you don't care. He just looked how he did Cody. So what if we get spiked from Solo?
I could see that, or I could see the fact that I think Seth is gonna. I think the tag team match happens. before Seth's championship match against Drew. So I think Seth and Drew happens on night 2, and the tag match happens on night 1. And Seth is gonna give it his all in that match to try and win this match and help Cody. And he's gonna give it his all. He may even maybe they do an injury spot or something, and that's why Drew wins.
They're gonna do something,
and that's why Drew wins.
They're gonna protect.
So that could be something as a reason why Seth loses, and then maybe that's why he turns on Cody. I just don't think Cody. I don't think Cody's gonna lose.
Yeah.
So
it's WrestleMania 40. I don't see him. I don't see him. And to be honest with you, as happy I would be for Cody Rhodes winning the championship, I wouldn't mind to see the alternate universe of if he doesn't win it. Because I'm so curious of how long they can push this story, but I think they're gonna cut it short and they're just gonna
because Rock wanted it. Rock came in, and I think on day 1 when he said the head of the table thing, that was a tease for next year. I don't think he wanted this until this whole thing with Vince came out, and he was like, okay,
let's should have changed things.
Rock is out, Punk is out. We got to get something. Let's bring the people back into this now, right? Because all everybody was talking about was Vince, and then he was like, okay, let me step in here, right? Because if The Rock would have said, you know what, let's do it this year, or before this whole thing with Vince happened and before Punk's injury, The Rock could have said, okay, put me in the Rumble, let me win the Rumble. Nobody would care. Nobody would have been crying over Cody.
If he would have won the Rumble, people would have not cared. Yeah,
people would have not cared. But the fact that you made Cody Rhodes look like a fucking geek.
That was the problem. It made Cody Rhodes look stupid, and that part of Cody fans I could understand. As mad as I was that they're gonna cost us this Roman Reigns match, understand the way they made him look.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
The Rock. It's The Rock. I see. When you have Rock and Jimmy, I just don't think The Rock is gonna betray Roman. Yeah, I see Rock, Jimmy, and Solo coming to help Roman, and I see Seth coming to help Cody. And it could either be that 2-on-4, and you want to push this Cody superhero thing like they've been doing for this past few weeks already, or they could get a third person to come out and help. And hot take here, wild hot take here. Third guy that comes to help on the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania. One of The Rock's biggest rivals. The glass shatters. Here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin coming to help out. Still a 3-on-4, but it's enough. Especially with the Cody superhero thing. And that's how Cody wins. Or Cody simply beats Roman, right? With the 2-on-4, makes him look like a superhero. And after WrestleMania, I'm assuming that Roman's going to lose. After WrestleMania, I could see, right? That's when I begin to see the dissension in the bloodline where Rock is upset, like, oh, I pinned Cody and you can't even pin him. And over the course of the next year, I think we get some sort of a bloodline kind of civil war, the real one. What happened last year.
Agree.
I think we get something like that where you got Solo and Jimmy and Jay, they pick a side between Rock and Roman. You could have Tama Tonga just signed with the WWE. Yeah, he's technically the cousins of Jimmy and Jay. I can see that.
Put a Bullet Club, so
they
got conflict there.
You could involve Naomi and Nia Jax here on a side.
I do want to get to the point where we add like all the family members.
Yes, and then the ultimate would be to then get to next year's main event, and which is Rock and Roman.
And that's what. So check this out. So I like that idea of getting Rock to. What if like the dissension in the bloodline? What if they take out Rock? So like let's say at Mania, all right, gonna get it done. So does he have it? And they just jump at it.
That's another thing I could see because I could see Triple H wanting Roman at the end of all of this. The Rock is staying heel throughout this entire thing, and they turn Roman into the babyface that he never was.
The trouble. So this is what I would do, right? I would have all this like negative stuff, right? And then I would have Roman get taken out, and then I would have Cody Rock at SummerSlam. Okay, if it was my way, Cody Rock at SummerSlam, have Rock win the chip, and then he's running terror. He's not fighting because he's just like Roman Reigns. And then WrestleMania, Roman comes back. He wins the Rumble. He tries to take his spot at the Tribal Chief WrestleMania 40 minutes. Rock versus Roman.
Interesting. That's interesting because I never thought, right? It doesn't need the title, but that's an interesting way.
I feel like that's like make it a little more interesting. But we've been on this for 25 minutes. So let's move on to the next topic.
Let's move on.
I mean, we took so long. Look at it.
40 minutes yesterday. 30 minutes commercial free. I was shocked. The men's and women's, the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. We touched a little bit on Cody winning the Rumble. CM Punk got hurt, obviously, would have implications on his match with Seth Rollins. The women's Rumble had a little bit much more story, right? Bayley wins the Rumble. She had her baby face turn. Now she's facing Io and Mania. We saw that a little last night where Dakota Kai was supposedly trying to help her, but then she ended up betraying her, and Bayley's all alone now. That's great. Setting up for her unbelievable win against Io.
What does that mean?
Did you see Jade yesterday or no?
Yes.
I did see Jade, yeah.
And then in the Rumble, we got surprises of sorts. We got Bayley winning the Royal Rumble. She had her babyface turn, and now she's facing Io at Mania. We saw a little bit of that on SmackDown last night, where Dakota Kai made her in-ring return, posing as if she's helping Bayley, then ending up turning on her, and Bayley's all alone. But we saw Jade Cargill, who made her debut at the Royal Rumble, and she had a little interaction of sorts with Damage Control. Damage Control is walking through the locker room, and Jade gives a stare down to them. Not sure what that means.
More specifically, Io Sky.
Yeah, more specifically, Io Sky. But that could be something to look forward to as we head to WrestleMania. So we get the Royal Rumble, we get the return of Naomi and Andrade back to the WWE, return of Liv Morgan, the return of Sami Zayn, and like I said, the debut of Jade Cargill, the debut of Tiffany Stratton, and the debut wannabe Brock Lesnar.
Braun Breaker, baby.
Woo! Braun Breaker. But the Rumble, for the most part, pretty mid-show. I mean, really nothing.
Not a lot of surprises. Knockout girl. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm blanking on her name.
Jordan Grace. Yeah.
Great. She was amazing.
She was great.
She made that.
I think that's something we're gonna see a lot of now in the trip, because I think Vince really relied on the surprises for the Rumble, and I think Triple H likes to build the story more.
Yeah.
So he's focused more on that than of getting the big names and the oh my god to be there.
And I think that's fine, but we all knew like who the winners were gonna be.
Yeah.
Like we all knew, and I
mean, we saw a lot of people saw Punk, but
I thought Punk was the big one, but I think I think that's what kind of made the Rumble interesting. And then when Cody won, it was like, all right, we kind of knew that because we knew the Fatal 4-Way match, we knew the outcome of that, we knew the United States Championship match. So it's kind of like these two matches, and I knew Bayley was gonna win. I don't know how y'all felt about the women's match, but I knew Bayley was gonna win. So that one was kind of obvious. It was the only one was Cody and Punk, and then after that was obvious. Okay, the show kind of flopped. Getting back to Jade and doing with Damage Control.
Yeah.
Somebody floated this out on Instagram, and I actually kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
They said they're going to have Jade and Bianca team up.
Yep.
Win the tag team champions, and they're going to legitimize those.
I could see that. Because the women's tag team division dead. Nobody cares about it. Every week on Raw, they got the nothing tag matches with Shayna and Zoe Stark against Natalya and
poor Shayna.
I mean, there's nothing. The division is dead. I think the women now, especially that we're getting a lot of women who are coming up, I think they should introduce some sort of a mid-card title, because the tag team division, it's no matter what the women in the tag team division do, there's nothing to it.
I agree with the mid-card title for the women's, because
I agree.
You know what it is? You have people. Okay, so maybe I could persuade you like this. You have people like Becky, Rhea, Bianca, Jade, Bayley, Charlotte when she comes back. Those are like superstars in the women's division.
World title contenders.
Then you have people who are really good who could be world title contenders, but not there yet. People like Liv Morgan. I'm sorry. Liv is not there yet. She needs to get better in the ring. I'm sorry.
Agree.
But like Liv, Asuka, even though she's a great wrestler, her character is not really up there.
We got Io, we got Naomi.
I agree.
There's all these great talented people, but they don't get showcased because they don't have, like you said, a middle title.
It's like they just pair them because the tag team division needs women.
It makes no sense.
And it makes no sense. Yeah. There's really no, outside of Asuka and Kairi, they're a real tag team. Yeah. There's really nobody else that's a legitimate tag team.
What happened
in the
to
women's division?
The party?
The party goes. They're the only other real tag. They lost, and that's it.
They're not on TV no more.
Well, because they probably think, well, they just lost. Well, let's give somebody.
Do you know who the Kabuki Warriors' next match is? It's the NXT Women's Champion and her
Is it-
stalker friend. I don't. Again, I'm sorry on the names. I don't watch NXT like that, but I know that that's the match that's coming up and next week. That's like,
yeah. There's
yo, bro,
there's
like,
nothing to it.
she's NXT Women's Champion. Why is she fighting for the Women's Tag Team
Yeah.
Champions? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
There's no tag team division for the women. Moving on, the Elimination Chamber, the most recent pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, guys, Jeremy and Matt, they woke up very early to watch that.
Oh, did you not
Yes.
get up to watch it? No, did you not get up
Me
to
and
watch
Jeremy
it?
woke up 5 a.m. to watch it.
Oh shit! I thought you were up to watch it.
Raph said, Raph's so cool.
Honestly, you're not a big Rhea person, so that was really the only reason to wake up early to watch it.
Shout out to Jeremy's fiance, Destiny.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley,
Rhea Ripley.
the best superstar in wrestling.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
You guys don't care to.
Whoa.
I know it's hard to hear, but you
But
guys
the
are,
Royal-
you guys
the
will come around eventually.
Elimination Chamber. Another pretty predictable show. We got the Women's Chamber with Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Tiffany Strand, and Raquel Rodriguez, who just came. What'd you guys think of that?
It's Tiffany time. Huh?
It's Tiffy time. It is Tiffy time.
And that's why, sorry for interrupting, but that's why I do agree. Like, that's why I'm always pros and cons of why they should get a mid card title, because they're shooting her up to the moon right now. But like, guys, she's not experienced
Yeah.
just yet. A mid title run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they try to make the NXT like they try to make the NXT Women's title like kind of that middle thing. Kind of. They
Just-
try, but it's not the same.
It's a developmental title.
I think they have to extend SmackDown a little longer, 3 hours. I used to hate Raw being 3
Really?
hours. I used to hate Raw being 3 hours, but I have to say, ever since Triple H took over, I don't feel 3 hours. Do you guys? Am I the only one that feels that? Like, do
For
you?
Raw sometime, because there's some segments like
Yeah,
there's some matches that are a little like
But don't you think SmackDown is too fast?
I do agree with that. I think that sometimes Raw could be too long. I do think SmackDown is too fast.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be that middle ground. So if you add a women's middle champion, give them more screen time.
Okay.
I think it can breathe.
Yeah.
That division can breathe.
Yeah.
But I still think you need that middle champion. I know you have 2 women's championships, but it's just like those 6 women that I named, they're gonna dominate for like the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna get time to breathe. And I think Tiffany Stratus was. I didn't watch her as much in NXT. When I saw her in NXT, when I saw her in Elimination Chamber,
Yeah.
Which is the one with the backflip?
Yeah, the somersault.
Yeah.
The prettiest moonsault ever. It's the name of the move.
and I was like,
Incredible.
oh man, she really got the crowd over. They turned
Yeah.
on Liv.
Yeah.
That's like the darling. That's the media darling,
yeah.
and they turned on her for her. So I agree. Like, she's gonna shoot up to the moon. Like, her beating Naomi last night was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Was crazy.
I don't know what they're doing with Naomi. I mean, at first, I thought when she came back, I thought maybe put her with Bianca and do what you proposed with doing with Jade and have her and Naomi, because Naomi left. When she left WWE, she was holding the tag titles. So I think, okay, maybe go back to that story.
Maybe
her
she,
with
maybe she,
Bianca.
maybe she doesn't want to touch it because
Maybe.
the whole thing that
I
happened.
don't know. Yeah, the women's tag team.
I think give it time. The draft is gonna come. The women's superstars are very heavy on SmackDown right now.
Yeah.
So give the draft. They'll even it out.
Yeah.
We'll have different matches. Like, we'll have Rhea and Naomi. We've never seen that before. We'll see Shayna Baszler versus. I'm thinking Baylor's gonna be champion. So versus Baylor
Yeah.
on SmackDown. Like, they'll mix it up, but I'll make it more interesting on the women's side.
So we had Becky Lynch win the Elimination Chamber. She's going on to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Now, at first I thought Bianca Belair should have won. My girl Bianca. I think that's a bigger match, but I'm okay with it now, and here's why. Rhea is gonna be Becky. I think we can all agree on that, right? And I could see, and Rhea's already getting the babyface reactions from the crowd, and she's being seen less and less on TV with the Judgment Day. She comes out with Dom, but when they're backstage talking, she's never really there. Dom had an interaction backstage with the Judgment Day, and she came in, and she was like, "Really, Gunther?" Oh, and you're not supposed to see
Which would be amazing.
You're not.
Amazing. Let me tell you guys, okay? Oh my god, I would pay so much money to watch.
You're not supposed to see Rhea, being scared like that, right? So I think I see Rhea beating Becky. I could see Becky raising her up, raising her arm even at the end of the match, getting that babyface reaction. And I think I think she's gonna be a babyface
Rhea-
at the end of
Rhea-
all
Talking
this.
about, I agree with everything you say,
About Becky raising
but I
up.
think Becky goes heel.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were wrong. I thought Becky turned.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think they wanted her to be the face against the heel, but I think because Rhea's continuing every week to get more and more babyface reactions, she's unintentionally gonna go in as the heel in to WrestleMania. But I don't know. She's still gonna be Rhea's still gonna be Becky, so she's still I think the babyface turn is coming, and then that sets up for next year's WrestleMania, where I hopefully will see Bianca Belair as a heel. And then we get that match.
People
at
like her
WrestleMania.
too much.
I know.
People that really like her really hate her. And it's hard for her to turn.
I
I want her to be
I-
bad too because she was heel when she was in NXT.
I gotta see them pair her with the Pride, Bobby and her husband. Give me that.
I told Destiny this after Elimination Chamber, and I was like, I think when Rhea does lose her title, I think she's gonna lose it to Tiffany Stratton. Because I feel like there's just I know there's no connection there yet, but I feel like for some reason like they're on the same path, and because of Tiffany Stratton's character, they're so polar opposites. I don't know. I have a feeling that she's gonna lose it there. I don't think she's gonna lose that Mania to Becky, but I don't know. I have a weird feeling because I feel like they were like Rhea had a WrestleMania moment in Perth. You know, she's good. She's not really bigger than Perth, and now it's time to take it off her with irons. Strength. But
Nah.
I feel like there's so many matches she can still have.
Yeah.
There's only a couple people I would accept. Bianca, because there's just superstars facing off. She might lose, or Jade because you got to give her the push, or again like an up and coming like Tiffany Stratton. Anybody else should not be beating Rhea.
Yeah.
Nobody else should be beating her. She should be Roman Reigns-esque, undefeated, kicking ass, Gunther. You know what I'm saying? Like be that dominant. But that's just me when it comes to that. But Becky went to the Chamber. We knew that was gonna happen. Thought she was gonna go more heelish to have Becky become the heel and let Rhea naturally become the babyface. But I guess they're just gonna do, face versus face. I guess because
Yeah.
they're both gonna get cheered.
Yeah. So that's yeah. Then the rest of the card, right? We have the tag team titles on the line. Pretty predictable match.
Yep.
We had Rhea beating Nia Jax, of course, in her hometown, and then we have the men's elimination chamber: Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and LA Knight.
Yeah.
McIntyre wins, no problem with that. A lot of story within the chamber,
Yeah,
setting up.
It was very different than the women's one, which
Yeah.
I liked. It was more
Women's
story-based.
was more
Action.
about the wrestling.
A lot of fans did like the women's was more action. This one was more about
Yeah.
setting up for the future.
Right.
I like
This
that.
one's setting up for the United States Championship. We
Yeah.
saw Randy getting eliminated by Randy eliminated Logan Paul first. And then Randy was about to win. He's about to hit an RKO on Drew. And here comes Logan Paul, hits him with the brass knuckles to get Drew the win. And we also have AJ Styles, who traveled halfway across the world just to hit LA Knight with the steel chair. A lot of story within the chamber, setting up for the United States Championship match. What do you guys see happening at WrestleMania?
World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, yeah, but Drew won, right? That's but the story within
Oh,
right,
right.
Randy
Sorry. Right.
and Logan Paul. What do you guys think?
So, do you guys think it's going to be a ladder match, or you think it's just going to be Randy and Logan? Because I feel like for this WrestleMania, there's going to be a need for matches that just like transition matches, like the LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I'm gonna say that's no one-on-one. That's it. I don't really think it's gonna be dragged out for like a little ladder match.
I don't see a normal one-on-one. I see like a street fight.
Okay.
Some shit like that.
I-
Like Philly
No.
street fight.
What I meant.
Oh,
like when I say like,
oh yeah. I don't know. I would like to see a ladder match.
I think we get one.
But-
I think we're some sort because there's a lot of guys. I think right. Kevin Owens is still upset because he technically lost that. He lost at the Rumble, and it was by Logan Paul cheating or whatever, and it was no disqualification, whatever. And then so he's still upset. He still wants to go after Logan Paul. Now we got Randy who's gonna want to go after Logan Paul. You got LA Knight and AJ Styles. I don't want to see that one-on-one. What's the point? How does that elevate LA Knight in any way?
So you guys are saying this game like a 6-man ladder
Like a
match
6-man match
for
you
the
have-
for the US title?
yeah.
See, I don't see that. I see a triple threat. Randy, Kevin, Logan.
I could see that, but then
Yeah,
but
I don't see
Knight
that match.
and AJ, what's the thing there?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't. There's no.
that elevates nothing.
Yeah, I don't really see like a Like I don't
It's a
really,
grudge match.
Yeah.
It's a grudge match.
and it's not gonna be one of those like great like wrestling matches. As much as
Exactly.
I like LA Knight, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
PFT here. I think you should include them. Some sort, I don't know, 5 with the 5 of them.
I do think they're gonna do that showcase again, that tag team showcase, and I think they are gonna crown a new a tag team champion, whatever they call the SmackDown tag team, or whatever.
No.
But I think there'll be like a fatal 4-way tag, and I can see like them do a ladder match for that. I think there has to be a little more spectacle to WrestleMania because right now we have like regular matches, like even you take like the weird WrestleManias that weren't that great. We still had like Hell in a Cells. We still had like, 6-man ladders. We had Last Man Standing or something. Like there has to be that
Or
spectacle part.
maybe you just do a fatal 4. Maybe LA Knight and Styles just happens once he finds AJ Styles, and you just do that on a main event of SmackDown, and then you just put it, and then LA Knight's like, okay, I want to go after Logan Paul, and then you put the 4 of them, and AJ is off the card.
I can see a ladder match happen with the IC title.
Yes, I see that as well. So I think one of them is a ladder match. One of them, both.
I see that being a 6-man tag match.
Yes.
A 6-man.
Name the
match.
participants.
Dominic, Chad Gable, Gunther, obviously. I'll put Jay's gonna fight Jimmy, so no Jay. Maybe a Bronson Reed.
I was gonna say Bronson. Reed,
Yeah.
but he's fat.
But yeah, they have Big Show in ladder matches.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can take care of Bronson.
Yeah.
Maybe throw in like a Bobby Lashley in there. Man, then like
I was gonna say Bobby for the Unite. I ain't favorite shit.
I think sadly, I don't think my guy Bobby's. I just don't see him on the card.
There's somebody I'm missing from the IC title picture. Oh, Andrade.
Andrade.
Oh.
I think you put right Gunther, Zayn, Gable,
Zayn is good. Yeah, I forgot
Reed,
about Zayn.
Andrade, and Dom.
Man.
Yeah.
I think you put Dom. I don't think you put. I
Who
think
wins?
Dom. This is tough because I think the plan was for Gunther to face Brock. Right, Gunther was gonna win, obviously. So now that that's obviously not happening, you could do the. I think maybe Triple H is doing this where he's doing the 6-man match so that Gunther doesn't have to take the pin. So Gunther could lose without taking the pin, or you end up getting a tournament of sorts for, like, maybe you get the other 5 guys in a match on night 1, winner faces Gunther on night 2, something like that, or you get a tournament between people for. And you know, maybe it's Sami Zayn and Gunther 1-on-1, or Gunther just beats all the guys in the 6-man match.
So what's confirmed for Mania? So we have obviously Cody versus Roman. We have I'm gonna say the tag team match.
Drew and Seth.
We're gonna have it's Drew and Seth the tag team, and then we have Rhea Becky. That's
Rhea
4,
Becky.
Io Bailey. That's
Bailey.
5.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Right?
Yeah, and the other things we can assume Jimmy and Jay.
So that's 6.
Rey Mysterio came back last night. You could assume him and Santos.
So
probably.
7 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. It's filling out a little bit. I was thinking like, how are they gonna fill out this 2-night WrestleMania card? Because there's only 7.
They do like 6. Yeah,
there's
6,
only
7
4.
matches.
There's only 5 matches actually confirmed. And then,
Yeah.
like maybe 3 more that we can.
Yeah, it's hard to
speculate.
I don't know, but for Gunther, I don't know. I think,
Are you guys okay with Gunther losing without like not getting pinned or losing in a ladder match?
I'm not personally not. I think have him as the level that he's so dominant, like Roman, that you have to. The winner has to be elevated. Like I really feel like the winner has to be in him, so it can be like, all right, this is next man up.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I think.
So I agree with that too. So if he loses, whoever is going above him should be in the main event scene already. You know what I'm trying to say?
But I mean, if you want to elevate somebody like Chad Gable would have won it.
Okay, Chad. So, but like my thing is like, okay, if he loses to Chad, then he needs to immediately.
I think Gunther then goes on, and I think Gunther wins
And it has
Money in
to
the
be- it has-
Bank,
it has to be
and Gunther is.
wins
Gunther-
Money in the Bank. Okay,
Yeah,
and it has to be immediate.
and
Like it
then
has
he's
to be
gonna
like
go.
right. Like he loses 1 month,
Yeah,
2 months later he's world champion. Like,
yeah.
you
And
cannot.
I think he
there's
wins
something-
Money in the Bank,
Right.
and then he challenges whoever Drew at SummerSlam or something.
Do you like him calling his shot? I want to fight you in Berlin instead of cashing it in like a.
Yeah,
I
like
want to
that.
fight you in Berlin.
Yeah,
like
more
here's my-
respectable, honorable way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that too.
Gunther's all about the sacredness of the ring and all that. Yeah, I see that.
I just want him to be in the main event scene already. Like
too.
I love him as IC champion. I love what he did with the belt, but he
did his thing
he
already.
needs to be up there
did.
now. He needs to be in the main event scene already. It's getting hot, and he can shake shit up, bro. I would have him beat Roman Reigns too, but you know.
Anyways, continue. Let's not.
Lastly, yeah, we talked a little bit about the WrestleMania card. What's confirmed? Cody and Roman, probably the tag team match, Drew and Seth. So out of Cody and Roman, we talked. Jeremy has who winning?
Say again, I'm sorry.
Cody and Roman.
I have Cody winning.
Cody winning. Raph has?
Oh, the American Nightmare.
That's all three of us.
Are you guys happy about this?
I'm
No,
not
I am
happy.
not.
Why?
I'm not.
Why? I want you to explain to the public why you guys hate Cody Rhodes.
I just don't
the
think.
American Nightmare,
I just don't.
the
think
patron
he's
saint
guy.
of the Forbidden Door.
The saint of the Forbidden Door is just not that guy. He's just his promos are mid.
His
His
promos are
rest-
not
no,
mid,
so
bro.
mid.
They're not
Hey,
mid.
His wrestling
They're
is
not
whatever.
mid.
He's a good technical
They are.
wrestler.
They're not mid. I don't understand why you keep saying they're mid. Are they polished and kind of overstimulated a little bit and boring? Maybe, but but not mid. Like they're just. I think he speaks.
His formulaic shit.
I think he speaks good on the mic. So I think he's fine. I think he's gonna claim his rightful spot in the mountain.
2 reasons why I don't want Cody to win. I think that his title reign is going to be very boring. I think it's going to be the most forced thing ever that he.
You say boring. What do you mean by that? Are you saying he's not gonna put on good matches?
I feel like after he finishes his story, he needs to find something else to say. I don't think he's going to find that else. I think that he's going to beat these whack, like Dominic Mysterio. He's going to beat these whack people. You know, the
Well,
title defenses and.
But who would he face after Cody wins? What's next?
see, that's
I
it.
see main event maybe next
So-
year. Cody and Randy.
So no, I don't think he holds the title that long. I think he loses it at SummerSlam. So, huh?
To who?
I told you already.
To
To
Gunther?
The Rock.
To the Rock.
Oh, yeah,
right,
Right.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Because I agree. I think Cody Rhodes can't have a title run that's longer than 6 months. It's the problem I have with Seth winning all the time. I think it's hard to have a face be a champion past 6 months because it's kind of like again, you want to see the face chase the championship. You don't want him to be champion. And every time you see Seth beating all these guys clean, I told you my beef with this. Like it was pissing me off of how many people he literally dominated. He beat Drew 3 times, 2 times,
2 times.
2 times already. Clean.
It was clean. Yeah,
Clean!
Yeah.
I thought they fought 3 times. I thought they fought 2 pay-per-views on the Monday night.
No, I didn't fight him Monday night.
Yeah, they did. They fought him Monday night, and Seth got like he's got like his foot fell on the rope or some shit, and like Gunther, and the referee was like 1, 2, all of his foot was on the rope, but it's because Drew put his foot on the rope by accident. What? You remember that?
I don't know.
So he ended up losing that match.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my god, he just keeps winning and winning, and this is just annoying.
It doesn't feel right.
When he faced Jinder Mahal, and
Yo,
you had the
bro.
other 2 guys hit him with the briefcase, hit him with the chair,
Yeah,
Jinder with the Colossus cover, kick out.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
and it's like, yo, bro, come on. And then Damien just couldn't cash in for whatever reason.
Damien,
because he's
what do we do with that briefcase? What do we do with that briefcase? He's gonna cash in when? In the Drew and Seth match? Or
I'm
what?
sorry. I haven't losing.
no,
I think-
I think he's winning the world championship.
I don't.
I don't see him.
I don't know. That's Jack Swagger.
Okay, but if he wins, okay, he goes,
Jack Swagger.
he cashes in.
No, Jack Swagger won the title when he cashed
That's
in.
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
It's the Jack Swagger all over again.
So here's the interesting part, right? It depends. People think Drew resigned. Are we 100%
I think he has, just because of the way they're doing this, the way he goes out there every week and he's talking about CM Punk still. I think that's done by design, and I think Drew and Punk is gonna be a SummerSlam match, and I think Punk is gonna win, and then next year you set up Punk for Punk and Rollins. For
So does
WrestleMania.
Damien cash in on Cody? Not at
No,
Mania, but somewhere else.
No, I think Cody cashes in on Drew and Seth, and he
He wins it.
doesn't win it.
When is Money in the Bank? July, right? So he has
yeah.
until July to cash it in.
Mm-hmm.
So there's France.
You got to do
There's
it.
Berlin. There's.
I think you got to do it at Mania. I just don't.
But the thing is, you have Drew win the championship and they get cashed
Just
on
the-
immediately. I don't think you do that. Like if Seth were to win and then Damien cashed it on Seth, and it could. But again, if Drew loses, I think he's leaving the company.
I would too.
I think Drew is still pissed off about him losing to Roman at Clash of the Castle. What was it 2022? I think he actually really wanted to win the match.
Yeah, I really
And I think that is
yeah.
actually like not only what you see on TV. I think that's actually something that pissed him off, and he wanted better storyline. He wanted better creative.
I would have pulled it. I
And
think I would have pulled the trigger too.
Yeah,
Just the atmosphere. I was like, yo, just do it, and then like Roman can win it later
because
on.
Drew can get the money from WWE, he can get the money from AEW, but it's about the storyline. It's about creative. So
But
if they're gonna give him the championship, which I think they will,
is Drew Galloway a part of AEW? Like AEW is so packed right now. Like is he even part of the storyline right now? You know what I'm saying? But if he doesn't win at Mania, I think he's leaving.
yeah. If he
I think
doesn't
he's
win,
finished.
Very careful with someone like this.
Right, but if he re-signed it, obviously
Because people like Seth, who doesn't have a renewal contract, he's gonna come back.
Yeah,
Seth
yeah.
is never gonna leave WWE.
Yeah, he's never
right?
gonna leave. No,
But like people with Drew, you have to be careful with. I'm telling you, I love Drew. I love him as his character right now. He's playing. He's such a troll.
Mhm.
I love him, but like you have to be careful because he has been putting, like for example, you said with Seth, he did put him over 3 times, and you need to. He could have, and like those matches with Sheamus and Gunther, like
they were bangers. They were really
Yeah.
good.
I really like Drew,
They were-
especially with Roman. If I wasn't a Roman fan, I would have pulled the trigger too.
Yeah.
But I just think that you have to. Sorry, you don't have to, but like, I'll have him win against Seth.
Sheamus is another one. Sheamus is a free agent.
Yeah, but Sheamus
hasn't done anything.
But Sheamus is not going nowhere.
Sheamus hasn't done anything.
Sheamus
Sheamus is not going nowhere.
Could we see?
Sheamus is not going nowhere.
But what does Sheamus do right? Sheamus hasn't done anything right. Do we see Sheamus maybe come back and that's something for Gunther and Mania? Do we get him in a tournament? Is there a 6-man match to see who faces Gunther? I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Well, Mysterio came back yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, Sheamus can come back.
I think Sheamus is chilling. I think he's coming after me.
Say so.
After me.
I say they
Yeah.
make sure he's healed.
Yeah,
Was his back? Was his back or
Yeah.
something?
but he
got
weird.
married. He got married, and it was like his.
I don't know.
I'll chill until Rip. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it's. But again, I think Drew has to win the world championship. But then again, I don't know what you do. What do you do with the briefcase? Like,
I think he cashes in and fails.
you think he's gonna fail?
I think he fails, and I think they do it in a way where maybe he goes out there with Finn Balor. Maybe Finn Balor messes it up in some way, and then that kind of gets Damian Priest tension within Judgment Day.
I feel bad for him. He had so much momentum, especially after Backlash last year. He had so much momentum. I don't
Yeah.
know what he just like. He should have been world champion already. He should have been after he won the Money in the Bank. He should have cashed in at SummerSlam. After he should have been champion. Like they ruined it. They ruined
feel
it.
like it's because of the judgments pop, like what they get in Raw, right? So that's why I'm saying, because let's say Finn wins against Seth. I don't know where it was. I think it was Money in the Bank. Not Money in the Bank.
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
It was SummerSlam. Yeah.
It was perfect. Finn win, and then you create that
Yes.
that rivalry.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense because you know
You know what the problem was? It was that Rhea was champion, and
Mhm.
having her be the women's world champion,
With a bunch of losers next to her.
and then him being the world heavyweight champion, one of those 2 titles was gonna feel inferior, and
Mhm.
people like Rhea more, so the world championship would have felt lesser than it already is.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of feel like, but then that's why I think Damien should have been left at Judgment Day. He should have screwed Finn over and cashed in on him at SummerSlam or
Mhm.
Survivor Series or whatever, and take the title away from him and break up from Judgment Day.
because now
And then he could have lost, and then he could have lost it at the Rumble to Seth or whatever. Like I'm not saying he has to hold it for long, but don't let him. He's held it for almost a year, and and I think you guys are right. He's gonna cash in, and he's gonna end up losing.
It's sad because now let's be honest, the Judgment Day is a joke. But our truth, come on,
Yeah.
are we taking them serious anymore? How it was like before? They used to run Monday Night Raw, but now they're just a group that
It's Rhea and the other guys.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's Rhea and the other guy.
So we all have Cody winning. We all have Drew winning against
I'm
Seth.
gonna stick with Drew because
I say Drew wins and he also beats
Priest
as well. Yeah.
I think Drew wins because he kind of has to. Like at this
Yeah.
point, he can. If he loses and he stays in the company, nobody's gonna take him serious.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna take him serious.
A United States title match, possibly. What do we see happening there? Who would win the match that you guys?
So I think
proposed?
you mentioned it right about him becoming a Grand Slam champion. Randy.
Did you see it?
You said it
Randy,
would be a Grand
Randy's-
Slam. I
Grand Slam champ.
I think Randy's. And
But
but
it is
needs that.
Kevin.
Randy's above that.
But
It's just
Kevin,
for what?
Kevin doesn't need it either.
Yeah, but Kevin has like
And Logan's not gonna hold it. He's gonna go box or whatever.
I don't know.
How he wants.
I think LA Knight is in the match. Is in the match, and I think LA Knight wins. I think
He's fighting AJ.
That's not a WrestleMania match.
He's fighting JJ.
That
That's
is
his
not
thing.
a WrestleMania match.
He's another one that fell off too, bro. Just because it's just too many star power. It's just too much star power.
That's not a WrestleMania match. It's just it's a
I
great.
feel so bad for AJ.
That's a main event of SmackDown at this
He's
point.
good though. He had it so good.
Here we got him with the
Yo,
AJ Styles, the OC.
Real quick. Oh, the OC's back at NXT now.
Are they?
Yeah. I want to take it back a little bit. Just a little veer off a little bit. I was so happy with WWE, especially Vince did with AJ Styles, because I thought he was gonna come in and just the biggest title he'll win would be the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship. The fact that he won the World Heavyweight Championship was such a big deal, and
Just with Cena,
amazing, bro. Like it was like I'm so glad that he actually got his opportunities to actually be like WWE champion. Like
Wait, I thought Jeremy said Vince was horrible.
no, that I'll give credit to Vince for a lot of things. One, changing the Daniel Bryan match at WrestleMania 30. Okay, letting Eddie win the World Championship at No Way Out, because again,
You gotta give credit for Vince for 40 years.
yeah, and I'll give and that way AJ. Like I was very surprised. I thought AJ was gonna be the bottom of a barrel, maybe win the United States champion. And the fact that he strapped his rocket to him and made him WWE championship for a while, I was very, very happy. So I'm good with AJ Styles where he's at in his career. He's what, 42?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I really think that's the good problem with WWE having. I think a lot of talent.
Yeah.
You rather have more talent.
Yeah.
I agree with Matt with saying that like AJ and like it's not a WrestleMania match. Like we could probably see that on Friday Night Smack.
Yeah.
But I just think to get them on the card, this is part of their only option. Like the only one that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah. So you have Randy winning.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have Randy win.
Randy winning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say LA Knight gets in the match and LA Knight.
The AJ Styles gets the match
Yeah.
too.
Gunther. So what do we see with Gunther? Who would win? Is it a one-on-one match?
I think whatever happens, Gunther retains.
Gunther routine?
I'm gonna stick with the 6 man.
I'm
I'm gonna say Gunther. I'm gonna say I think Chad Gable win.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Chad Gable wins.
I'm gonna say Chad Gable win. I'm gonna say he's gonna lose it in the ladder match, and they're gonna just
Rideable.
yeah, and then Gunther's gonna come out and he's gonna have a number one contenders match against somebody. Like he's gonna flip out on Pierce and be like,
Yeah.
I never lost.
I would have him win the Money in the Bank, and then he would cash in.
But that's
That was a problem
Wait.
during the COVID era. That when Drew would have the championship, he would go like that right away. Like he lost to the Miz. Like,
He got cashed in on.
It
Yeah,
was that quick.
he got cashed in.
So I
on.
feel like, and that's why I've been telling both of you guys. My problem with WWE today is that these titles are held for too long.
That is a huge. I just thought about that yesterday. There is no more of any given Raw or any given Monday or any given SmackDown anymore.
But think about who's running the show. Triple H is running the show. When he was champion for months on end. He did not lose it until like 5 months after. So, but and I agree with you guys. Like, it's annoying that we only gonna get a big title change on one of the major pay-per-views. Like, it's after the WrestleMania they have to change this. We're like, Drew,
it doesn't have.
that's why I'm saying Cody loses it 4 months later at SummerSlam.
But it's always now. It's Mania or SummerSlam. It's like nothing else. The other pay-per-views, they're big matches, but they're not. And the thing, nobody loses on Raw or SmackDown.
The
anymore.
last major title change, I'm not talking about winning a vacated title. I'm talking about a title change, like the major one, because Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania when they unified the championship. That was the last time a world championship in WWE, besides the women's world championship.
Yeah.
Besides the women's championship, the men's
Yeah.
world championship. That's the last time it was actually changed hands.
Yep. And
Seth won the other one. It was a vacated.
Yeah.
It was a brand new title. So
it just doesn't change. And I think the last time there was any like the mid card titles, I think Mysterio beat Theory on a random SmackDown.
and then Mysterio lost it to Logan.
Yeah. There hasn't been. The only thing that changes are the.
Sorry, I was the same pay-per-view that Seth won the world
Yeah.
title.
Yeah, the only thing that changes are the tag titles. The other titles,
And even
major
and
titles,
even
they
the
don't change.
and even the tag team champions, they didn't.
yeah,
haven't changed
they were what since we had what? We had Cody and Jay at one point win them.
They won them at the pay-per-view after Survivor Series. Oh no, was it Survivor Series?
No, because they were in Survivor.
No, they were at War Games. So what was the pay-per-view?
There was something before. Or was it on a?
No, it wasn't on a Raw. It was on a pay-per-view.
I would think it was a Raw, but
It was on. It was whatever the pay. It was Payback or Fastlane. What was it? One of those two.
It was one because they had the press conference after, and they were like
they were
drunk
actually
or whatever.
drunk, yeah.
Whatever. I forgot what match. But yeah, but that's the last time. And then 2 weeks later on Monday Night Raw, they lost them.
Yeah, then the Judgment Day something.
And that was last year. That's that I knew it was last year for a fact. So.
Jimmy and Jay most likely. Fastlane. Jimmy and Jay most likely gonna happen. I have no idea who wins there.
I say it's no contest.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I say they beat the shit out of each other, and they take each other out.
I think Rikishi gets involved.
No. I guess involved is
like something maybe
like physical.
No, not like is he a rep? Is he something?
I think he's sitting in the crowd. I think he's in the front row.
Front row.
Yeah. I think he's in the front. Like I think he comes out, maybe makes an entrance.
Does he introduce like the story of Jimmy and Jay? I don't know.
Maybe he comes down and he like sanctions the match.
Yeah.
He takes the layoff.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe
I
something
see
like
that.
But like involved,
so
like
no
getting
contest.
physical.
You think?
I think they make it like a bloodline rules match or whatever the hell, and they just beat each other so bad that they can't get incapacitated, which adds to the storyline because the bloodline. Well, in my scenario, with the bloodline will win the tag team match, but Jay will be out. But Jimmy will be out because he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. I would as of now, I guess I would say I would have Jay win.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I would say Jay.
Jimmy's just being, as a job. He's Roman's lackey right now. He's doing nothing.
I will say the last time I saw a brother versus brother at Mania, it was Matt and Jeff, and everybody thought Jeff was gonna win in Matt match. So
I'm gonna say you. What were you guys saying? One person saying no contest, one saying Jay. I'm gonna say Jimmy.
Say Jimmy.
I'm gonna say Jimmy.
Think it's just clean, or you think it's interference?
Oh, no, it's interference.
We saw Rey Mysterio come back last night on SmackDown.
Yep.
That's Rob. I'm gonna say that's probably Rey Mysterio against Santos Escobar WrestleMania.
Just them two?
Just that.
You think Bad Bunny gets involved?
Maybe they make it a street fight.
He's the DLC for 2K, so
maybe they make it a street fight. You got a bunch of people come in. Yeah, I can see that. I can see Carlito come in. I can see Bad Bunny come in. Yeah, I see that. So would you have
like 8-man tag match, bro? Like,
would you have Ray win that match?
No. Give it to Santos.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, give it to Santos.
Yeah.
Their group is a lot cooler than LWO, even though I'm a big Rey Mysterio fan.
Yeah.
And they need it.
Yeah.
And Ray's 48 going up 8. No, he's what? Oh, he's like 50, right?
Yeah, I think
50. He's good.
Hall of Famer. Yeah.
He's good. He don't need it. He's just rocking around putting on good matches now.
Io and Bailey. We'll have Bailey win.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Bailey win.
She has to.
Yeah. Rhea and Becky. We'll have Rhea winning.
I have Rhea.
Yep. The men's tag team titles. Priest and Balor.
They lose it.
What
is it? What is it?
Awesome Truth.
The Awesome Truth?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my god, I really hope. I'm gonna say no. I'm
gonna say yes, because that sets up now. They're gonna lose to whoever faces, right?
Okay, transition. That's true.
Yeah, I think they lose it on the Raw after WrestleMania. I think DIY or somebody like that is it.
Yes.
Bro,
Okay,
come on, it's our truth. It's our truth. But I think that's a WrestleMania moment to have our truth win the titles.
But people like R-Truth. They don't want the Miz. They just want R-Truth.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't get R-Truth winning a singles title alone. I mean,
make R-Truth the WWE champion just for a day, just to say you gave it to Jinder Mahal. Fucking R-Truth deserves it.
I think we see Awesome Truth win.
I think they lose it, but I think they lose to somebody a little more serious.
Maybe they do. Yeah, maybe they do. Like you said, like the kind of having a bunch of tag teams involved.
Can we talk about the fact that WWE never combined the championships and made them
for what?
For literally, they have red and blue titles.
Yeah.
Who's that makes purple, and that's literally their logo color.
Yeah.
And then you walking around with $2 this whole time.
There's still. I mean,
get your shit together.
There was a segment last night on SmackDown.
You made a spinner rated R belt for Edge, and that shit was so atrocious. You couldn't make a purple title strap for the Judgment Day.
Agreed.
Oh my god.
Nick called this last night. He's back stage with who was it? The guys that fought Butch. What's his name? What's his name now? Pete Dunne
and
no,
Tyler
Bates.
Tyler Bates, yeah,
Tyler Bates.
The One Republic, they call
Catch
it
Republic.
the Catch Republic,
yeah, the Catch Republic, and Nick Aldis said, "Oh, I was talking to Adam Pearce, and we have specifically about the titles.
Yeah,
so
so
something either they split them, either we get one on one brand, one on the other after WrestleMania, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I think they're gonna split up the belts.
I think there's a lot of men's tag teams they can.
I think Judgment Day should lose the titles, right?
Yeah,
I would have been happy. I actually would have been okay if they lost it at back at this chamber. That's why I picked them to lose, because I was like, what are they doing the tag team champion? They're not doing nothing with them. So what's the point?
How do you end Judgment Day?
Right. So now I don't know. Like, I don't know why you do that. And then like you have Dominic there. He's not beating Gunther, but you know, they're that.
I think Triple H wants to get everybody on the card.
Yeah.
He wants to get everybody on the card.
You
As
want
people possible.
And they did last year. Did the tag team showcase. That shit wasn't announced until like 2 weeks before Mania. So.
And then lastly, the women's tag team titles. We mentioned Bianca and Jade. Could be
badass.
I mentioned Bianca and Naomi. Do we get Bianca maybe versus Tiffany Stratton as a 1-1?
Nah, I think
Bianca and Jade.
I think I would do the Bianca and Jade. Make the titles a little more serious. You don't keep the titles in them too long, because obviously Bianca.
Yeah.
And Jade,
we think one of them turns on each other.
I think eventually. Because and I think the reason they want to do this is they want Jade to have somebody to run with, so that she can learn the ropes, learn the business a little better. I think that's why it's more of a business decision than it is for, to get like a title.
Yeah.
I think they hold it maybe a month or two, and then they fall out, and they're fighting each other at like one of the big. See, the thing is like, even though SummerSlam is the next big pay-per-view, you still have that France one, and you still have the Berlin. And those are gonna be stadium pay-per-views, so you need to have big matches there to sell it, right?
And the women's tag team titles, we said Bianca and Jade. What do you guys think about that? And do they win?
Yeah, they win. They obviously win. Mania. They might have Mania. They hold on to them for a little bit, and then they fall out, and then they set up for SummerSlam or one of those big pay-per-views. Jade, it's just me, or she been kind of like kept from us.
Yeah,
that's my thing with Jade. Like
people say she's not ring ready, right?
Yeah.
But do you want her to be ready? Do you care? She came in Royal Rumble like she did very bad, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, because that's like the perfect spot for her to do just the show off the strength and show off the looks and pose. But she's not like in the ropes to have like.
Are you telling me she can't do what Nia Jax does?
Yeah, but Nia Jax isn't good, and they've hyped up Jade to be like this. Every interaction she's had, she's looking at Charlotte, she's looking at Beyonce.
But if anybody knew Jade from AEW, they know that she's not known for wrestling.
But the way WWE hyped it up, as if they stole Jade from AEW, they have this big contract, big woman. Look at her. I think they gotta wait for her to be ring ready to get that 1-on-1 type of thing. Could she wrestle a Nia Jax? Yeah, but
that's what I thought originally they were gonna do.
Yeah,
do her
maybe. Maybe. Yeah, you don't know.
Still 5 weeks. Still 5
weeks. Yeah. Nia Jax isn't on the card.
Well, we know Cody comes out and says no to the tag team.
Like maybe he's like, whoa, this is maybe he's not the dumb baby face. I'm doing things on my way.
Yeah, you're a coward. I want a 1-on-1 match.
Right, we don't know what Nia Jax does at WrestleMania. People like Liv Morgan, Austin Theory. What is Austin Theory?
Oh, can we talk about Austin Theory real quick?
Austin Theory. We got a topic on Austin Theory. Austin Theory last night noticed by some people that his theme song changed. Not official yet, but I think Austin Theory and Grayson Waller should stick as a tag team. I think get them over. I think even have them win the tag team titles at some point. Get them over again, because Theory, after he wrestled John Cena, has done absolutely nothing.
Triple H really don't like him.
Grayson Waller, he has the show. You could continue the Grayson Waller effect when Theory and Waller winning the titles. You make them over again as heels. And then if you want to turn one of them on each other, sure, you can do that. But I don't think now is the time to do that. I don't know. I don't think anybody cares right now to see Theory and Waller 1-on-1 on Mania. That really, why would the crowd care about that? I would care as a fan of Theory, but why would anybody else?
Listen, Matthew loves Austin Theory.
He's not that bad.
He's
not bad.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that Matt looks at every match of his. Comes
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. Austin Theory is one of the best in-ring wrestlers.
Oh.
I'm not talking about he's a better wrestler than Cody Rhodes. I would say that. I think you should go watch the matches and go look at the matches. Theory sells his ass off.
Wait, you
And
said
there, he just saved Randy.
That's why he's the
He
modern day
saved-
Dolph Ziggler.
Saved Randy. Randy
He just
Orton
saved
almost
Randy-
botched
he
the
just saved Randy's
move
back.
last
He
night,
did.
slipping on the ropes,
just
and
saved
Theory
Randy's
just
back.
saved
Yeah.
it. He sells the stunner like no other. That RKO that Randy hit on him yesterday, insane.
He needs to work on his
promos,
character.
his characters.
His he's too.
His
he's-
character.
he's
Triple
too
H has to
basic.
build his character, and he just hasn't done that
One
yet.
thing I will say about Theory is like I want him eventually to transform his character the way that Cody because I'm saying people back then didn't take Cody seriously. They don't take Theory seriously right now. Build his character that he's on a serious level, he's on a dominant level, and then we can talk about how
Yeah,
good
but Cody
he is.
was there as Stardust. I mean,
Cody Rhodes
that's pretty. It was pretty.
Cody
Awful.
Rhodes had to make his name outside of the.
Yeah, so you want Theory to leave?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm sorry, but I said
I think you overhype him. I think Matt overhypes
No,
him.
I don't think. No. I don't think he.
And
I think his character needs work, but in ring,
I think Raph undervalues him.
his character and work, yeah, that needs work.
His
But in ring wrestling,
really
he's
good
elite wrestling.
he's an elite jobber.
No,
Oh
my
my
God.
he will. He
he's
in,
an
10,
elite jobber.
in 5 years, you'll be main event wrestling.
Name me a match that he is known for like having a good wrestling move. Every time you see Theory, it's because he's getting trolled of how good he sold that move. Am I right? Am I wrong? Oh, sorry.
No,
Right.
that's incorrect. Go watch it. In rope to rope, when he does these moves on the ropes, he's elite.
He did good against Carmelo.
Carmelo Hayes, he did good against Randy Orton. He does good against. There's
something I did like that. I like that.
He was pretty.
There is not a
pretty
bad
decent.
Austin Theory match. There's not a bad match against John Cena. I would say against Michael
that's
John
probably
Cena,
his worst
that was his worst match because Cena
Couldn't do.
chooses not to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want to hit an AA anymore.
Okay.
I think that was his worst match. But in ring Theory is.
That's why I say keep him a
good.
tag team.
I think keep him in the tag team.
You could take Grayson Wallace charm and you can transfer that
Exactly.
over to A-Town Down.
Yes.
There you have something. No, I think the whole Perth Elimination Chamber, and him not hoping Austin kind of hurt them a little bit, but that was a blip.
I don't like that. No, and then last night, when Randy Orton, he said when he's looking, I'm gonna fight one of you two guys, so you two pick which one it is. And Waller's like, he wants to face you, so
Yeah.
go ahead. And
Yeah,
Theory's like, he did it to me again. They're kind of teasing that
Do you-
split. I don't
Do
think
you
it's
think
Austin
Austin gets sent back to NXT?
No,
I don't think that.
Do you think that
you can't do
do
that
you
now.
think eventually
After he beat John Cena,
Baron Corbin went back and
Baron Corbin sucked.
Actually, Baron Corbin was not that bad of a performer in the ring.
I agree.
He wasn't that
Was he
bad.
the lone wolf?
The lone wolf.
Alone,
Again, what was it? It was his character. His character was not great, and he fell off. But he has two of the best finishers ever. He has the deep six, that shit is fire, and the end of days.
End of days. Oh my god.
That's such
I
a
love the
fire
end of days.
move, and he still couldn't get over his character. And now he's better now that he went to NXT.
Wait, so I have a question. How would you two book? Because I already told you my part, how I book Theory's character. How do you book Theory's character?
Like
New character,
like
new character.
like recovery from
Recovery,
now.
yeah.
I would try to build him as a goof, like a face kind of goof, like it's hard for him to be a face because he's.
I don't like him as a face.
But he's not
I
good as a heel
really don't.
either. Like he's not assholey enough to people to piss him.
Well,
to piss
then he
people off.
can get there.
Well, he needs to pick it up. He needs to get there.
Logan's a
But they don't even
like
have
Logan,
him.
yeah, like Logan,
Logan is a
like,
goof,
like
but
he
he's a
should,
heel.
like he should be Logan.
Yeah.
He should be like that's who he should be. And Logan took that character.
But they don't even give Theory the opportunity anymore. Cut promos.
I mean, when you use the Rock shit. Now I don't know if he was told to say that or he just did that himself, but that was bad. I don't like
That was bad. No, but the segment he had with The Rock on that SmackDown, that was a damn good
I
segment.
thought they were putting the Rockets on this guy. They had him with the Rock.
They had him with The
Austin,
Rock.
John Cena, and he just, I guess, no.
They
Stop.
could have had Rock, but this is a little warm up match for Rock.
Exactly.
I do think he could be. I don't think he's as bad as people say he is. Like when he was U.S. champion, people eviscerated him. They're like, "Oh, this guy's." It's like this guy's.
I'm
the
one of
worst.
those people. So
And I'm just like, He's not that bad, y'all. Like his character not great, sure, but he's great. I agree, man. He's great in the ring. He's
I
great.
know.
Like if you do him versus AJ, oh my god, could you imagine?
Yes.
They'll put on some
Magic against high
like,
flyers.
like I would rather see him versus AJ than LA versus AJ. You know what I'm saying?
I just hope they didn't change his theme song. I hope that was
That's
insane.
be crazy if they changed the things.
That is the end of our discussion today. Thank you everybody for joining us. From myself, Jeremy, and Raf, and the MJR podcast. Good night, everyone.
Take it easy, yo.